All right.
Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, Brian.
Wow, I like the mug there. That's a good one.
This is from a theme park in Virginia called King's Dominion. My mom has had this in our kitchen since the 80s. So
It looks very 80s.
Oh, it's definitely very 80s. This is before it was Paramount's King's Dominion. It was just flat out King's Dominion. They had like Hanna-Barbera characters like Captain Caveman and who was that blue dog? Huckleberry Hound Dog. That's right.
Wow.
Anyway, we're not here to talk about an old theme park.
No, we're not.
We're here to talk about this glorious thing, which I have not. Yeah. I haven't seen this one yet.
We've seen pictures, obviously.
Yes.
We've seen it in process. So this is the Queen Montegrappa Queen Night at the Opera limited edition pen. This was done as a commemoration to, well, I guess the resurgence of Queen because of the movie and all kinds of stuff that happened last year. Yeah, and we're gonna unbox this thing for you.
Yes,
show you what's going on. What are you getting for $5,700? Packaging looks great.
Yeah,
of
course.
That.
Montegrappa always
got their new logo at the top, so they've got this kind of like M infinity
thing
going on. So
I really like that.
You're seeing that now, seeing that on like the finials of a lot of the pens instead of the old 1912.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it's got the Queen crest.
And there it is.
Yes, indeed, which was that was designed by Freddie Mercury himself.
It was. And it adorns several of their albums.
Indeed, but
including some greatest hits.
But the first album that it came out on was A Night at the Opera in 1975, which is where Bohemian Rhapsody came from.
Well, that makes sense.
Now this box.
Ooh.
Look at
that.
Oh, this looks good.
All right, so we're looking at a lacquered, very red wood.
Yes, indeed.
With the, I guess it looks like a screen printed Queen crest.
I think it's gold foil, actually.
Oh, really?
Yes,
well, that of course it would be.
According to facts.
And you can tell how many layers there are because the logo rests far above the wood.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's crazy. That looks really stunning.
Very solid wood.
Yeah.
Very sturdy box.
And there we have it.
Yes. Got the Montegrappa.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is good. The presentation is really nice. It's got this kind of, well, let me take this out of here. I don't want to fling the pen across the room.
No, we don't want to do that.
So,
there we go.
Got a little hidden compartment down there.
Oh, a little pouch that says Queen on it.
Indeed.
So, as your
polishing cloth.
Oh, and what is this?
Got some facts. I don't know what this is, Joe.
Ooh, some literature.
Looks like a little CD, little album there.
Look at that. Oh, that is clever. It does look like a little album.
That's pretty rad. They're so thoughtful with their limited editions.
And it's textured. We've got some very, very nice photography here. If I could open it. Boom.
Nice.
There it is. We're going to be seeing this thing in a second. But there it is in glorious high definition.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like we're talking a lot about the history of Queen, the significance of Night at the Opera specifically, and this beautiful... I wonder if they wanted to make that look like a record, like the texture anyway.
I think so.
That looks really great.
It looks like they're going for that.
All right, and then we've got another booklet here that actually shows a record
that one looks a little bit like a record.
This one looks a little bit like... They're probably going for a record sort of theme here. This pen is number 15 out of 555. 555 being the runtime of Bohemian Rhapsody.
So
5 minutes and 55 seconds.
Which apparently is one of the longest songs that has ever been on #1 on the Billboard.
So we've got some more actual instructions for the pen. So we've got pen instructions,
there you go.
Pen history.
All right, so that's that. Getting into the pen itself, we'll reassemble this thing off camera so we don't take that time. So it does come with a bottle, a little hexagonal bottle, which Montegrappa is known for, and then in the top it's got a special cap that has the Queen logo on it yet again. And then, of course, the pen itself, which comes in a little Ziploc sealed bag, which is nice because you don't want to like have this thing just slip out of here.
No, of course not. You don't want it rolling around.
Okay. And is it better to get this box out of the way or keep it here for the sake of whatever I want? Yes.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a rather glorious pen.
Man, so from top to bottom, you've got a crown, Freddie's mic stand, a representation of the cape and crown kind of color scheme and patterns that he used to wear, and then the Queen crest there at the bottom.
Which is interesting because to take something that is two-dimensional and turn it not only three-dimensional, but then wrap it around a pen, it takes a bit of artistic, creativity there.
It does, and we were lucky enough to see some of this creativity at the Montegrappa factory when we visited.
Absolutely.
And this is done with a lost wax method.
Yes.
So it preserves a lot, if not all, of the incredible detail shown in the sculpting of this thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's like little lines here in the top and the crown, and just the jewel setting. We saw some of the jewels actually being set, so they have several artisans, full-time artisans there who are doing hand painting, jewel setting, engraving, all these things. So they are, kind of working as a team to produce basically pieces of art.
That's right. We saw when we were there was one gentleman that was both creating enamel, which you see here in the cap, and doing the jewel setting on this crown.
Look at that grip too, Drew.
Also themed just like his cape. So he would show up every now and then wearing a crown and a big long royal cape toward the end of some of his shows.
And it's got the crest even on the nib.
And the crest is fascinating because I just read about this actually. The crest represents the zodiac signs of the band members.
Oh,
so you've got 2 Leos. You've got a fairy representing Freddie Mercury was Virgo, and then you've got a crab because Brian May was Cancer. So, and then the phoenix up top is just, I think, some sort of guardian. But it's really cool. The crown, there's a Q to represent Queen, but it's got some details behind it.
Wow, that is incredibly thoughtful. You wouldn't think of that type of design creativity from essentially a musician.
He was a lot more than that, yeah.
He was indeed a legend. So yes, you mentioned lost wax casting. In the crown, we've got blue sapphires, rubies, and diamonds. It's an 18-karat nib. It's piston filler, just in case you're curious how this pen actually operates as a pen. But really, it's a functional piece of art. Here.
It is gorgeous. And one of my favorite things is the clip as well. So you've got the mic stand, but it's not your traditional mic stand. Obviously, it's the mic stand that Freddie used. And Freddie was a fan of this bottomless mic stand. Legend has it that he was using a mic one time, and the top part that fits into the base just came apart. And so he just stuck with it and just sang the rest of the show with this top half of the mic stand. And he kept doing it. So every other show, he's just walking around with this half stand. But he, air guitars with it. He just became known for it. So obviously the clip is a little callback to that.
That's awesome. They're so thoughtful with every detail. And when we were there in October last year, we got to, spend some good time with Giuseppe Aquila, who is the one who really is kind of the brainchild behind most of their limited editions. They've got a design team. They're collaborating. They're putting a lot of thought into these things. But man, he really goes deep and researches every single pen that he does.
He does.
And the level of detail, especially if you're a Queen fan, we've shown other pens on here. The Moonlighting pen. We've shown the Game of Thrones. We've shown some other things. I mean, it's amazing. The Lord of the Rings. It's just amazing how deep and detailed he goes and how much they incorporate into every single pen. So this one was actually created with Universal Music's merchandising arm, Bravado. So yeah, and it was done in collaboration apparently with the Queen founding members, Brian May and Roger Taylor.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, maybe that's why some of that stuff got in here for the super fans.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, they're available now. You can get some from us. Whenever we get limited pens like these, we usually have to kind of represent them, and then we can get whatever nib size you want. So it's a little delayed ordering. It's not like we have one of every nib size in stock right now. This is kind of a special thing. So if you are interested in this, let us know. We've got it on our website. You can check it out. And yeah,
it is cool. Tremendous.
It's pretty neat to be able to show stuff like this off.
The detail in the crest really is shocking. I could stare at this thing for hours.
Yeah.
Especially the wings and the texture in the eagle or the phoenix. Golly.
Pretty awesome. So
yeah, if you're a fan of amazing pens or a fan of Queen, or somewhat of a combination of the two, give it a look.
Little fun fact for you, Drew: the second cassette tape that I ever bought was Queen's Greatest Hits.
Do you have a favorite song?
Bohemian Rhapsody is just it's unbelievable.
Do you know Princes of the Universe?
Yeah,
that's my favorite.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
When I first saw Highlander, and it opened with that song after Sean Connery's monologue, it was just red text on a black background. From the dawn of time we came, and then immortals, and then here we are. Oh my God,
that's pretty good.
You have to give me a moment.
Did you feel like goosebumps right now just thinking about it?
I'll tell you,
that's good stuff.
That's Queen though, man. That's Queen. There's this just artistic power. It's just this amazing blend of cool, calm, collected, artistic talent, symphony, and then just love it. Yeah,
yes,
I can't.
Indeed. Anyway, be sure to like, comment, subscribe to our videos. Check this pen out on our site. Check out and see the movie if you haven't seen it already.
Oh, it's a good movie, yeah.
Oh yeah, phenomenal. Thanks so much for watching, and right on.